No, sir, I can't press charges. I want to leave him, but please, Your Honor, just can't you help me move away with my son? Please, Your Honor. Just give me a chance. Just give us a chance.
Dear son, when I found out where you were, I hitchhiked the 10 hours to you. I wanted nothing more than to hold you and kiss you. I wanted to spend a few days getting to know you. I wanted your grandparents to see that I was doing much better. No drugs, nobody that beats me, just so much love for you. But my son, they didn't give me a chance for any of that. They wouldn't let me hold you. They wouldn't even let me touch you. They only let me stay for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I just took in as much of you as I could. Your eyes, rich brown and wide like mine. Your lips, full, your smile big like mine. I am your mother. You are my son. And I pray for the day we come to know each other. I'm doing everything I know how to do to find you again. I'm not giving up. The last letter I wrote came back to me. Return to sender. I have written so many letters to you. One day, I hope I won't have to write because you will be right next to me. Until then, I will continue to write to you. Through these letters, I will continue to love you. Love, your mama.
They took him away from me. They didn't give me a chance to be a mother to my son. They didn't even require his grandparents to keep in touch with me. No school pictures, no address, nothing. They didn't care about what that would do to him or to me. They didn't think about me at all. I was eventually able to leave my husband, and maybe that was because I didn't have my boy. I don't know, but couldn't they have done anything to help me and my son get away together? You know, I went 7 years without hearing from his grandparents. 7 years without knowing my firstborn.
Dear brother, I remember they sent a picture. You're almost brown like me. Mama says you're my brother that I never met. I heard about you, but I never seen your face until that day. You looked so cool. You were smiling. Me and Kimmy drove Mommy to the airport so she can go to Arizona and get you. I was sad because Mama was leaving, but then Kimmy said you were coming to live with us. I couldn't wait to meet you. Love, your sister.
Picked him up and Mom up too from the airport. And he hugged me first. And when we drove to New York City, back to our house 4 hours up north, I fell asleep on him. And he didn't even care. We didn't even fight or anything. Remember? You were my new brother and I loved you. Do you remember? You were 8. And I was 4. I remember. We used to play in the woods, hide and go seek. And we would make believe that we were fishing behind our house with rocks and string. Do you remember?
Dear brother, why do you always get in trouble? What does pins mean anyway? Do you not love us anymore? 'Cause you always run away. Mom is always crying. I hate it when she cries. She always stays in her room, and now they took you away. What is a group home anyway? I never see you anymore. I won't tell on you for anything anymore, I promise. You can have all my Reese's cups at Halloween. I'm 10 now, so we could go for bike rides. I can go fast, so you don't have to wait for me. I just want you to come back. I hope you get this letter. I love you, your little sister.
It would take me a long time to get to where I could write to him again. It turns out PINS means person in need of supervision. Well, they supervised him all right, by putting him in group homes all over the state of New York for skipping school and getting into fights. And so he would appear and disappear from my life over and over again. And just as I'd get used to him and start believing again, he'd go. I went years without hearing from him directly. Only a passing sentence or two from Mom every now and then. And I love him, it's true, it's just, sometimes I think I have to pretend to forget just so I can escape the sadness. Sometimes I have to just ignore the realities just so I can keep going.
Mom, why didn't you come to see me? I'm the only one in this place that hasn't got a visit. You say that you wanted me to live with you all this time, but you let them take me and lock me up in this group home. You don't even know me, Mom. These pools is crazy. Do you even know what it's like in here? It's not that they make you go to school or whatever. They lock me in my room. They put their hands on me when I ain't even did nothing, Mom. They ain't doing shit when them white boys call me a What am I supposed to do, Mom? Of course, I'm a wild out on him. He's disrespecting me and my people, but they don't care about that. Ain't nobody defending me. It's like they're on a mission to drive me crazy. Sometimes I think it's working. Why should these people care about me when no one else seems to? If my own mother doesn't believe in me, if my own mother can't show up and help me, why should these strangers care? My history teacher, though, he's like the only one. He says he likes the way I think and that I'm a good writer. I'm gonna be performing a poem I wrote at this cafe. Maybe you should show up to that. Maybe you'll write me back. I ain't holding my breath though.
Hello. This is a collect call from.
Ma, it's me, your son.
To accept this call, press 1. Beep. Your current phone plan does not allow collect calls. To change your settings, contact your service provider. Click.
Hi, brother. I'm writing because I miss you, and because I'm so scared. Ma's been in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and they won't let me see her. They said she might have pneumonia, or cancer, or something else. They don't know what it is, so they have to do surgery. I guess they have to take out a piece of her lung to look. Brother, what if she dies and you're still locked up, and I'm all alone? I need you to get out and be my big brother. I'm scared. I want to come and see you, but everybody works all the time. And everybody's worried about Mama. No one knows what to do. I'm sad, but I have to go to school and do homework and be strong. I wish you were here.
I was born fighting the system, screaming so they listen. A poor young brown boy, already a threat. Straight to the streets, skip the bassinet. Put a blunt in my mouth to silence the calls, watching freedom fall.
Dear son, I don't know what else to do. I'm at a loss for words. I try to keep my hopes up that every time you get out, you go right back in. I don't want to give up, but I just don't understand. Why did you have to take off? I'm sure you wouldn't have gotten fired for oversleeping one time. Now you're all the way up in Springfield, Vermont. That's almost 4 hours away. They lowered my SSI payments and my food stamps. My car isn't running right, and I've been real sick. It seems like every time I go to the doctors, They diagnosed me with something else.
Diabetes, emphysema, rheumatoid arthritis, hepatitis C, bipolar, PTSD.
I wonder how different things would be if they didn't take you away from me. I have loved you your whole life. I know you must hate me a little because I didn't always do right by you. But please believe I've tried. I did everything I knew how to do to show you love, to raise you right, once I got the chance. That's all I can write right now. Please just stay out of trouble. Know that I love you. Your sister says hi. You know she's in college now in Massachusetts? It's hard not having her home. I'm thinking of moving to North Carolina. I'll be sure to send you the address once I get one.
I actually got evicted. So I packed up whatever I could fit into my Ford Escort LX and headed down to my dad's house. Things like that happen sometimes. You just gotta pick up and go. I didn't know what else to do. My daughter was in college and would always give me an attitude when I'd call, like she didn't want to talk to me. My son was in prison, sentenced for 3 to 20 years. So I picked up and I left. Stayed in a little camper out back at my dad's house for about a year. I wasn't in counseling because they always make me start my story over from the beginning. It just hurts too much to tell it over and over again. But they still prescribed a pill for me for almost everything. I really wasn't healthy down there. I ended up in the hospital. The same hospital my mom was pronounced dead in, hit by a drunk driver. They never found the man that killed her. I was 8 when she died. This is the same hospital my second son was stillborn at. It's just too much history for me down there. I was in that hospital for 14 days and no one, not my brother, no one, came to visit or even called to check in. Well, Ma and Dad came by for about 10 minutes, but a week after I left the hospital, I went back to New York.
Hello, this is a collect call from an inmate at Northern State Correctional Facility. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, press 2. To purchase or add money to a calling card, press 5 at any point during this call. Beep. You may purchase between $30 and $100 with your Visa or MasterCard. Click.
Dear brother, sometimes I find myself watching prison shows just to feel closer to you, to gain some sort of glimpse into the life you might be living, attempting to understand the way it might feel to be locked behind those sliding air pressure doors, hearing your voice in chains echo through the cold cement corridors. What up, nigga? Bouncing and circulating between the black and brown bodies that are overpopulating the state and private prisons you are tossed between. As I watch, I pray for you that it is not true, that for you it must be different, because you deserve love and respect. I pray that for you it can't be true, that it is the fighting for love and respect that has kept you from growing up with me. I watch those things so when you call or write to say your sentence has been extended, that you got into a fight with a stranger somehow, I can believe that you had no choice, but you have a son now.
I keep starting letters and never getting around to finishing or to sending them. I get too caught up in what I'm doing. I've just got to stay busy, distracted, focused. Sometimes I feel like it's the only way to stop this cycle. I read this piece by Sharon Bridgeforth for class. It says, "We as peoples born to violence, not our making and not our choosing, just the world we came to, fighting like animals leashed in a pen, maimed if we don't win, but killed if we don't fight. So we've been perfecting, fighting to win the whole of our time here. And though violence is not our first nature, sometimes violence boils the blood, explodes in the veins. Sometimes violence shows up unexpected and just claims a nigga." True story, huh? In learning about the prison industrial complex and the difference between private and public prisons, I've come to understand why they would move my brother from Vermont all the way to Kentucky. Can you tell me how shipping people halfway across the country doesn't destroy families? Do you know how much money they make off us trying to maintain contact? Between the trips, the commissary, the stamps, the phone calls. Is this really what you call justice?
Hello, this is a call from an inmate at Northern State Correctional Facility. To accept this call, press 0. Beep, this call is from a correctional facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Hello? Hey, I only got a few minutes. I miss you too. I love you too. I don't mean to be a pain, but can you buy some minutes so I can call you and Ma next week? You don't have a debit card? You just gotta buy a postal money order. You can send money that way.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Maybe you and Ma can go in on it together. I know it's a lot.
Click.
I love you.
Yo, what up, sis? How you doing? How come you don't write no more? You know, it gets lonely in here, and all I got is one phone call a week and no visitors till I get out of the box. I ain't talked to Ma in a minute either. How's she doing? Same old shit in here. Days are finally starting to go by quicker. First they were slow, you know? I only get out 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. Weekends, I'm in 24 hours. I'm talking months at a time. Doing well in my programs, though. They only keeping me in isolation because they don't have the right space for me. Shit, right? And they expect me to not go crazy. But for real, it's like they want me to lose my mind. It's the fact that they find him, they can't break me, that's tripping them out. It's all right, though. Keep praying, working out in my cell every day. I swear when I get out, things are gonna be different. I'm still writing, of course. I'm working on this book, An Introduction to Islam. There are already a lot of them out there, but this one is geared towards brothers like me. You know, sis, even though you never write, I know you love me. I wonder a lot, you know, because sometimes it just feels like no one is out there. At least no one out there be thinking about me. All I got is time. Sometimes I think it's killing me.
I was doing so good. Almost complete with my program. And some guy I didn't know but thought he knew me well, or we got into an altercation or whatnot. And I swear I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have to, but you may not understand, but when people know you're getting out, they do everything they can to make sure you don't. And I'm getting old. At least too old for this. I can't keep fighting like this, but I gotta keep fighting to survive, so I'm back in the hole. And that means I can't come back to program for 6 months. And while the program is 1.5 years long, and, well, I have to start it all over.
Mom and I are trying to figure out a way to come see you. It's been 9 months since the last time, which isn't nearly as bad as 4 years since the last time, huh? You said you got a visit approved on Thursday from 9 to 11. I'll let my professors know I won't be in class. So we really just have to figure out a car situation. Ma's car is broken. We don't have enough money to rent a car, and 5.5 hours long drive each way is a lot to put on someone else's car. But we'll figure out how to make it work. I love you so much and really can't wait to see you. We might be in a bit of a mess, though, because we'll have been on the road since 4:30 in the morning. But we definitely have to see you in Vermont before they move you back to Kentucky or all the way to Arizona. We won't be able to see you at all then. We can hardly afford to get to you now, and you're only a handful of hours away. $600 to $1,000 for 2 plane tickets, plus the time away from work? We just can't afford that. Plus, Ma's doctor won't give her the approval to fly anymore because of her lungs. I don't understand how these people think we can maintain family ties with you so damn far away. Mom saw your baby boy yesterday and kissed him up for you. Anyways, if sending you out of state means you don't have to be locked in 23 hours a day, I guess I could deal with not being able to see your face for a while. Hey, it's not the first time.
You know, I wanna shed some light on my truth. And I wanna be real with you and real with my family. I wanna say that I'll beat the system. And I wanna say that I'll never be back again. But every time I get out, something gets in my way. I get out, I can't find a job. Can't live with my mom because she's in public housing, and you know the law doesn't allow a convicted felon to use any public assistance. In my last court date, my public defender said I better take the plea bargain. So I did. 3 to 20 years for selling drugs in a school zone and fighting with another drug dealer who threatened my family. I lived in an apartment across from a school. I was selling out of my home and not to any kids. I didn't know what else to do. No heating assistance, no food stamps, nothing. Can you tell me how a Muslim brother is supposed to stay out when everything is working to keep him in? 3 to 20 years. Some murderers don't get that much time. You know, they don't tell you before you get in that getting out will be the hardest part. Or maybe they do. But they can't tell you ahead of time when it's the system that you are born into. My body cannot not let go of history. My body cannot let go of our mystery, trapped within the cells that make up my cell. Cell walls, cement. Capture my blood pumping in rhythm to the bodies hitting the walls, to the bodies hitting the fist, to the bodies beating hearts. Blood flow fierce fiery rivers, rowing in the tides of fever. Tell me a story that my body doesn't already know. Let me imagine forever. Let my body imagine freedom.
Where were you when I got back here from work? Classification?
Yeah, I tried to find out what my outdate is. The white shirts, they told me I had to add up my pretrial days and subtract that from the sentence. Listen, I told them I had 64 days. They couldn't take my word for it. So now I have to go back. Another 2 weeks wasted.
How do you spell a special?
Especially.
Slow down, speed racer. Slower. You know I can't write that fast.
ESP.
Very funny, girl. Very funny.
What are you working on now? You're always writing something.
I'm practicing the 5-paragraph essay for the GED.
You've been doing that since I got here.
This will be my 3rd time taking this part. I'm planning on making it happen so I can get class to pre-release. I got 6 months left, and I'm gonna get a job hooked up before I wrap up.
I gotta get used to a new cellmate again.
You mean a new cellmate needs to get used to you and all your belly aching? You better get signed up for yours so you can get class to minimum in a year or so.
Maybe I could get class to pre-release. You know, at least earn some money I could send to my kids to help pay for them to get here.
They won't house you any lower than minimum security during a Mando bid. But a minimum, you could take classes, walk around the yard with real grass. Get visits that can bring you food from the bricks. It's better than this mess anyways.
Listen, is there a way that I can earn good time? Tanya told me at rec today that I couldn't earn good time, even if I take classes. Who would want to take classes if they can't earn good time?
Oh, give yourself another 6 months or so, and you'll be figuring out ways to get out of this pod. Believe me.
The way I have it figured, I could be out in just over 3 years from now.
Listen, just talk to your counselor. She could figure out your wrap-up date. Then you can stop trying to figure it out for yourself. And stop telling everybody your business. Everyone should be on a need-to-know basis. Jesus, I hope you've been paying attention to me. Now, how do you spell especially?
Especially.
Anyways, I thought that Marcus fool was gonna take the heat for you and tell them the crack belonged to him and not you. Men sure know how to get by, don't they?
What do you mean? Marcus tried to take the heat for me. They wouldn't let him do it.
And how much time did Marcus get in court last week? I heard they gave him a year. Word's out upstate that he gave up his dealer. If they catch him sleeping up there, he's gonna pay dearly for that choice. You know how many women I know are in here doing Mando bids for the men who love them? I know about 20 of them right here in this section. Fellas hook them in for $100 or $200 a day to sell hard out of their places, and when hits the fan, and always hits the fan, they get the worst of it. Those men have something to trade. Women don't. Shit about a woman who lets men sell drugs around her kids, right? You're in good company around here, kiddo.
What are you talking about? It wasn't like that with Marcus. He really cared about me and the kids. He told me to tell my lawyer to ask for a sentence reduction.
File an appeal with a court-appointed attorney? Oh dear, you really are a tender morsel for a crocodile.
I trusted him. I am screwed. How did this happen to me?
Anyway, is that foster family bringing your kids to see you this weekend?
Yeah, they're bringing them. They seem nice enough. At least they agreed to bring them twice a month instead of once. My kids will be 8 and 10 by the time I get out of here. I'm gonna miss so much of their lives.
Well, you'll be able to see them more. You'll be able to see them though, and more often than most mothers get to see their kids.
The really crazy thing is that I never did drugs or sold drugs a day in my life. And I'm stuck here for 5 years while he gets out in 1?
8 months with good time.
What? He can get good time?
Sure, why not? He's not the dangerous criminal. You are. Tragic. Now, how do you spell certainly?
Certainly. Hello? Where have you been? What do you mean around? What have you been doing? Listen, I don't even care. I haven't seen the baby in like 3 weeks. I haven't had canteen in longer than that. What am I supposed to think? This is me. This is you and me. Be real. I can feel you drifting away. Even our conversations aren't the same anymore. You're my best friend. Talk to me. What's going on? You've been getting high again. No, I'm not mad. I'm sad. Listen, I get it. You had to fight your demons. I've been fighting mine, and thank God I've been winning. But you're still trying to fight yours. I'm sad because I can't help you. I wish I could take it away, suck it out of you, but I can't do that. It kills me to see that you've given up. You've lost the fight. Listen, you made your choice. Now just sign the papers. Just let it go. Let me go. You're already gone. Listen, just sign the papers. I gotta go to class. Bye.
What did you say? Commissary order. Girl, you better know you ain't getting no commissary order in here. First time in the hole? Me? Nah. I've been here before 5 or 6 times, I think. For what? There's some crazy put her hands in my blue box and stole some from me. She's 2 cells over there, but she came from the ER. Know what I mean? Didn't you, Jackie? Didn't you get here after being sewed up in the ER? I guess she's sleeping. They got her on some pain meds. I did her a favor, though, for Christ's sake. I'm awake all day and she sleeps all night like a baby. There's no damn justice in this world. How about you? How'd you find your way to D-Block? Yeah. If I seen you when you got in here, I could have told you that when you tell them you feel like killing yourself, they put you in here on a paper Johnny. Are you on a paper Johnny? Well, here's how it works, girl. If you really want to off yourself, you don't tell anyone. You just do it, see? If you want to survive this you have to figure out a way to let off steam. How much time did they give you? Well, 2 years isn't as bad as it seems right now. Yeah, well, think about this. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And you gotta figure out a way to make it through this. You should start by getting your head inside here with your body. You know what I mean? The first 30 days and the last 30 days are the hardest part of any bid because your head's not attached to your body. It's out there in the street trying to find out who's doing what. I'll bet you're one of those chicks who sits on the phone when they pop the cells. Stay off the goddamn phones! Just hang in there and you'll figure out a way to be okay. You have to find a way to do it without getting into trouble though. Who, me? Mostly I read when I'm in here. I flirt with the COs when they come in, especially the white shirts. I love to see them blush. Sometimes I make up songs. Hey, you want to hear today's rendition of the Star Spangled Banner? Okay, you asked for it. Oh, say, can you see by this tiny window's light? There's a woman in here who knows how to fight. And I'm here all alone, 'cause I broke Jackie's bone. And she sleeps on the line with cotton in her nose. When the CO's radios blare, blue deputies ran everywhere. Gave proof through the night that the hole was still there. Oh, say does the Star Spangled Banner yet roll, or the land of the locked up and the home of our old. Play ball.
Thank you.